There we go. For some reason the camera wasn't engaging, but now it is. Hey guys, so you may have seen this Emerson in my video in that salvage store in Detroit, and you may have seen it in Metal Pete's videos, because we got it with a busted up switch housing, and since Metal Pete is learning how to do all of the non-electrical repairs and cosmetic work, I figured it'd be a good thing for him to work on. And I think it's his first plastic switch housing repair, so I think he'll get better with time, but it certainly is not a bad repair. You know, it's also, I guess I think he'll also do better ones in the future. I really like these fans. This is the Sears version of the plastic Emerson, known as the turn of the century. There was an art gallery on Monroe Street in Madison that had two of these in their downstairs gallery, which was street level. And then the upstairs had two Emersons, like the ones with the Panama vents, the Alaska-made ones with 4 blades, also white. And I think those are actually still there, even though it's not an art gallery anymore, but the downstairs has been remodeled into a cafe. But there were two of these in the downstairs, and they had the fake wood blades instead of this one's got, this one's got real wood. And there was a lot of sun from the front windows, so the switch housing and the canopies were like dark mustard yellow. And I just assumed that was the factory finish. I thought that's how these came. I thought they had yellow canopies and switch housings, and the rest of the fans were white. But I loved them as a kid, and I was sad to see them go. And this is my first one of these in white. It's still not the childhood version because it has the wood blades, but that's a minor difference. So I'm excited to have it. Let's check it out. Low 0.19. Yep. These are 3-speed, and Emerson's always have a really nice low, which I appreciate.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, whenever you've seen enough of low.
Okay.
Medium is 0.47.
I'll get up to speed and show you that it's
pretty balanced. A little bit of bearing noise. Or is that the switch housing binding?
It might be the switch housing, no matter what I did. I did not want to break it.
Well, it's not doing it now. Yeah, switch housing's binding.
Yeah, I didn't want to break it.
Well, the worst case scenario is we break it and then we glue it, and I know somebody... Okay, so it needs... Get the old magic elixir. Because it's doing that thing where the bushing rubs, because the bushing does not have any lubrication.
I never find it when I need it. It's always got to hide away from me.
There's none over there?
No, it's I don't know where it went.
I'll check downstairs. Somebody say something on the camera so the good viewers don't get bored.
Yeah.
Poop, booger. Oh, I said the magic elixir, but this will. Is there no WD-40 in that one? I'm gonna look downstairs.
Yeah, why don't we have it up here?
Metal Pete drank it.
Alright. Well, let's bring it to high.
Well, I'm gonna take a seat.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I brought it to high in the meantime. What's a draw?
0.8.
Yep. Alright. When he comes back up here. I brought it to high.
Is it still rubbing?
A little bit.
Okay, well let's put a little of the old sweet stuff. Turn it off, will you?
Yep, spin down.
No, not the spin down, just so I can.
Oh, you want
I want to put it in there without getting it everywhere. So do me a favor, start on, well, here, low's here, huh? Start on low again, let's let it work in.
Okay.
Take it off for a second, I just want to hear. Yeah, now it's silent. So all it was a switch housing binding and that bushing.
Okay, there's high.
No, that's at 0.79.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do spin down. Just turn it off.
Medium, low, and then the reverse switch is right there.
Well, we gotta let it spin down to hit reverse.
Well, you don't have superhuman speed, so.
Nope.
It's true. I wonder what kind of superhero power you need to reverse it. Like maybe the stretch guy could get in there.
Yeah.
Or somebody with superhero speed, yeah. Anybody else? We definitely need some fan superheroes.
Someone super small.
That's true, like Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Incredible was the stretchy one, right? No, that's who's the the one that stretched?
That was his wife.
Okay, what was her name?
I don't know. This is incredible.
Right.
That was
Nicely done.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And I didn't touch the blade arm.
No, he didn't, but he did manage to jerk the motor back and forth pretty good.
Still, this counts as
Yeah, who else was a...
Which would have been really bad if it was the Brown.
If it was the what?
The Brown.
Brone?
One that we tested earlier.
Why?
Because wasn't it like on there kind of loose?
No, I don't think so. Go ahead and hit the thing. I don't think that would have caused it to fall. I yanked on that pretty hard, and I don't think it was going to do anything.
Okay, what to draw? It should be the same with a K55.
0.19.
No, K55s are not always the same. They're usually pretty close, but they do use the two separate coils, so there can be discrepancies.
Okay. Medium, what's it?
0.45.
Let me get up to speed a little bit. Yeah, this is an appropriate amount of rain. The amount of rain and hail we had before was an inappropriate amount. Okay.
Yeah, 0.79.
I remember I was amazed when I first found the plastic Emerson. Like the idea of putting a really good motor inside a plastic housing with plastic blades
Yeah.
was crazy to me. It's the exact opposite of what they do now. They put a cheap motor inside a nice looking housing with nice looking blades. Okay. Ready for whose turn is it to do the test rig?
Mine, I guess.
Okay, hit off.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you can do this one. I already did my test on this one.
So where would I find a decade cap?
eBay is pretty much the only place that I know of, but I bought like a bunch of them before I found one that the values weren't way off. So I wouldn't bother. I would just build one using switches the way that I made a schematic for. I don't know if you remember that.
1, 2. Alright, 3 gets it going at 0.13.
What? How many microfarads?
3.
At 3?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't quite.
4.18. So it's basically factory low.
What was factory low again?
0.19.
Aha!
Yeah, we remembered something for once.
Aha!
5.22. 6.26.
I'm just gonna keep saying aha! It's the old Jewish guy from Coming to America.
Oh, that.
Where's the spoon? Remember that bit?
Yes.
7.30.
If you want to become Muhammad Ali, then let the man be Muhammad Ali. I just remember that in the barbershop.
8.3.
I've never actually been to a black barber shop that had an old Jewish guy in it.
9.6.
So I wonder if that's actually a thing that happens, or if Eddie Murphy just came up with that to be
Yeah,
funny.
because that was Eddie Murphy.
7.39.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, is that a thing that's in black barber shops in New York, or
That's a good
is
question.
or is it just
It
something
can
that
be.
Eddie Murphy was like, what's the funniest thing we could add to a black barber shop? An old Jew, you know?
It can be possible.
Do you have any idea what we're talking about?
No idea. I just.
Have you ever seen
Oh,
Coming to America?
No.
Oh,
It's one of
you
the
gotta see
greatest
it.
movies of all time.
Gotta see
You gotta see it. Yeah, it's one of those movies that everybody should see, no matter who you are.
What was the factory medium?
4.44.
Okay. 12.41, 13.44.
Yep, that's
Or
right
the
on.
factory
with-
medium.
Nice.
That's like a 5, 8, 13.
14.46, 15.48, 16.50, 17.52, 51, flopping, 18.53, 19, 54, 20, 56, 21.57, 28.58. Wait, what? 20. 22 is 0.58. 23, 0.59.
Like, apparently I came over here just to cough.
24.60. 25.61.
You can go faster since
Yeah.
nobody really cares over 20, I don't think, unless it hits a resonant frequency.
29.64.
And then that robber at the
30.64.
Samuel L. Jackson.
yep. Samuel L.
17.
Jackson.
That was one of his very first roles.
Really?
34.66.
He was unknown.
36.67.
Before Pulp Fiction, which was,
38.68,
his becoming famous.
40.69.
So no resonant frequency.
No.
Let's see how it does with the solid of state. So do you know why a solid state control is called a solid state control?
No.
Because there are no actual mechanical parts involved in changing the speeds. You know what I mean? Like, for example, a transformer-based control, it's mechanical switching. Even a capacitor-based control is mechanical switching.
Yeah.
But like, for example, a remote
Physical,
is also a solid state control because all the switching is done.
electronically.
Right.
Or
exactly.
same with IntelliTouch.
Teletouch is technically a solid state control.
Yep.
Anything where the switching is done non-mechanically is considered a solid state control. But we
Yeah,
use
so-
that term basically to reference
The variable speed.
Started
an SCR-based infinitely variable control.
Started considerably low too at 0.7.
0.07, you mean?
0.07.
Yeah, but it looks like it's gonna stall. I'd nudge it up a bit.
So 430.15.
Aha! You can tell when I get tired because I just will repeat random things that have nothing to do with the video.
3 o'clock, 0.32.
I guess instead of random movie quotes that make no sense out of context, I can talk about the greatest producers of all time, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. You guys want to hear about that?
Not familiar with
I
that.
want to. What do you think? Is that
You are, you just don't know it. Go ahead.
Is that living room quiet? You think?
I would say Living Room Quiet.
Yeah.
No, that's what I thought
Yeah.
when I did this.
12.61. 1030.72 and the high is 0.77. All right.
Okay, so all we have left is zero to high.
high.
And then next up, let's do one of those originals. Well, it's still on,
Is-
Yeah. One of those originals. Okay.
All right. 0 to high. We're up to 0.79 and. All right.
Okay, what was high?
79.
Oh, so it doesn't go over.
No.
Okay, well, originals.
Yeah, and usually K55s don't seem to have any.
Well, they have
Some
a little
do.
bit, like just
Maybe,
very
but-
negligibly.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna do at least a couple more fans tonight. We'll see how tired I get if I can still talk without just randomly saying things. But we'll do at least the 2 originals, and then we'll see how much energy we got left after that. So thanks for watching. Originals.